Yes, we're back. It's Friday night, and this is the Decibel Geek podcast, Decibel Geek TV. And you know what that means? It's time for Friday Night Live. What are we going to do tonight? Yeah, we're going to talk about rock and roll. We got a special guest coming on later. If you can read, you know I'm Aaron Camaro, and you know that's Chris Sinzak. Chris, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm so happy to be back here on Friday Night Live. Looking forward to interacting with our friends and bringing back something special from the past. Let's not ruin the surprise just yet till our guest gets here. But we're bringing back something tonight that we did one time on the podcast, but we never went back and did it again. But it's one of our most revered and loved episodes ever. We're bringing it back tonight, right here, live for the people.
Yeah, Aaron let me in on the secret like 30 minutes ago. I'm like, oh, so we're going to bring that back. Okay, this should be fun. So, yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Asked for by nobody.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can revive the legend tonight. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Looking forward to, hanging out with everybody tonight. We're going to talk about rock and roll. Like I said, we got a special guest coming up later on. Got to acknowledge everybody that's reached out and gave us such awesome comments over the last 2 weeks over our interview, the final interview ever with Michael Wagner. Man, what a mind blower that was. Michael Wagner, man, that guy is the best. Just the coolest, man.
Yeah, part 2 came out this week, and people seem to really love it. I've heard some amazing comments from people on it. So, yeah, thank you all for listening and sharing and all that good stuff. And, yeah, it was a true honor to talk to Michael. And, we're going to continue to talk to Michael because he's a friend. But, yeah, just to get the last interview was, pretty massive for us.
Well, one thing, because I actually got to see him a couple of days after we interviewed him, I went out and talked to him, and I said, I didn't mention this while we interviewed you, but I had to tell him a story about when I was first getting ready to move to Nashville. Like, the coolest thing to me about at that time of moving to Nashville was the fact that Wireworld Studios was there somewhere. Mm-hmm. And I had just gotten that Thick Skin CD, and I was a big fan of that when it first came out. And so, like, just the idea that I'd be moving to a town where that guy lived and bands like Skid Row came and recorded, that was a big deal to me. And I told him, I'm sure it's kind of fanboyish and all, but, and I said, then I thought about it and I got here and it's like, well, what am I going to do? Find the place, show up, knock on the door? I'm not going to do all that, but it was just a cool idea to know that, that's happening somewhere around here.
Yeah. And I remember, I was first aware that he lived here long before Decibel Geek. I was running a local rock website, and I had people telling me that he lived here, and obviously as two nerds that read liner notes and stuff, we knew who he was and we knew what he had produced, and I had actually, I think I've mentioned this on the show before, but like I had an interview set up with him for that website, and the morning of that interview, my car broke down. Literally, it was like a mile or 2 miles away from when I left to go out there. And this is back when he was at the other location out near Franklin on Wolf Hoffman's farm. It was before he moved to where he is now. And I messaged it, or I emailed him. That was the only way of getting in touch with him, because like Facebook wasn't even really a thing back then. And he was like, well, I've already headed that way. This really sucks. And I think he was angry. Yeah. And like then he stopped returning my emails, and then years later with Decibel Geek, I started, I contacted him again, and I think in one of the interviews we went out there, I was like, I need to confess something to you, and I brought it up. He goes, well, it's a good thing you just now waited to bring this up to me, because I probably wouldn't talk to you again. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no kidding. It's you. Get out. Both of you. Take your friend with you.
Oh wow, Kevin Williams is in. We got Bushy's here.
Right on.
Mighty K is here.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then, of course, Metal Mike is here.
Mike.
Yeah.
Ugly Kid Joe fan number 1.
Yeah, and he'll be on to roast Toomey throughout the time that Toomey's on with us. I'm sure Josh can't wait for that.
We're going to be having too much fun tonight to let that worry us.
Yeah, but no, I mean it was a good week, and we got to figure out what the next episode's going to be.
I was thinking about that today. It's like, man, we're just kind of basking in the afterglow of Michael Wagner, and it's like, oh shit, what are we doing next?
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe they have some suggestions in here.
Yeah, some of our best stuff has been like literally last minute ideas. Oh, we could try this, and it turned out really good.
Yeah, Jim's here. I don't know who Jim is. Who's Jim? Oh, Jim Coon's here. Yeah, Pete's brother Jim.
What's up, dude?
Hey, dude. Wow, so a lot of you guys turned out tonight. Thank you, guys. Cecil's here.
Nice, nice. Doing good, man.
Our friend S810_X is here.
Hello.
I don't know who that is, but thank you. Japanese metal part 2. Well, we'd have to get you.
Yeah.
You have to come on for that one, Kevin, because you're the tour guide of Japan for us.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I got a couple of ex-Japan CDs not too long ago. I was so excited to show him what I had found.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're good too.
That's awesome. Scott Wark is here. Hey, Scott.
That band's so good, man. I don't even care that they sing in Japanese. It blows me away. It's so awesome.
That ex-Japan documentary is really great. Did you get a chance to watch that?
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah. Wow, what a tragic story with that band.
Yeah.
Like, so much death involved. Jesus.
Yeah. Huge success though, too.
James McElhenney checking in. Hey, James.
That's a legend that'll live on in Japan forever.
John Verno from Metal Mayhem is here. We got a lot of podcasting friends here tonight.
What's up, everybody?
YouTube chat sometimes, but hey, Chris, how you doing?
Right on.
I think that's Chris. Are you Grayson Gallegos' kid? I think you are. And if you're on Twitch watching this, actually, he's on Twitch.
Oh, nice.
So we do have at least one viewer on Twitch. He watched the Tough Luck doc. What's the Tough Luck documentary? Do you know what that is?
I have no idea. All about Stevie Rochelle?
Maybe.
I would probably know about that.
Where'd you get that sweet shelf? I missed that messy. Me and my wife actually built it. Yeah, did an office rearrangement and working on making it nicer in here.
Heck yeah, man, looks good.
Of course I've got Baco behind me, watching over everything.
Always watching, always judging.
Yes. Oh yeah, it is Grayson's kid. Cool.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for joining us,
dude. Your dad is awesome, but you probably already know that.
There's a killer Chinese death thrash metal band out there. Damn name. I've never. Okay. Thanks, Kristen.
Spell it for us.
Yeah. Was this Akira Takasaki of Loudness has some? Yeah, I love Akira Takasaki. Great player. Baco. Wow, a lot of you guys comments are going by fast. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. Patrick Breen, how you doing, buddy?
Nice.
All right. So how's your week been? Settled down at work?
It's been pretty good. I got a lot of stuff accomplished at work, but nothing too crazy. And, been killing myself for the last months and months of killing myself. But it felt like this last week, everything just kind of fell into place. And that's how you spell that band's name right there, Mike.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's easier to pronounce than mine.
Yeah.
Packer stock for sale, Steve.
I saw that. Yeah, I know. I asked the wife, and she was like, "Well, you just get a piece of paper." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's kind of real."
I could have swore that you were already one of those people that did that.
Not for $500. No,
Oh, I thought it was like $300
or $300. Yeah, she wouldn't go for that. Not
really?
For a piece of paper. I guess I'd rather get $300 worth of CDs or something.
Oh, Kevin Williams, Loudness is supposed to play Atlanta in February. Are they playing Nashville? Well, don't get your hopes up for that one. Every time Loudness announces U.S. tour dates, something happens with their visa and they can't make it in. I know that. I hate to be the downer, but that's true. I mean, every time they get a U.S. date set, it ends up getting canceled. So it must be really hard to get approval to come over here.
So we got a few minutes before our guest joins us. You want to do a quick show and tell, or are we going to wait and see if he's got some show and tell also?
I did tell Josh to bring something.
Okay.
So
all right, cool.
We can wait till he gets on here. Kevin says haters. I'm not a hater. I'm just being realistic. Come through the southern border. Yeah, maybe that would work. If they come through Mexico, maybe that would work.
Yeah.
we're not going to get political, Fretwell. We're not doing that.
That's funny though.
It's funny. But no, I don't know. A pretty good week here. I had good Thanksgiving, and but yeah, I've been working behind the scenes trying to line up some interviews with I put out a post on the Decibel Geek page not long ago about, who do you guys want us to interview? And I've taken, some shots at some of the people that were mentioned on there. So we're waiting to hear back on some of those, but we're trying. I'm not going to say for sure, who I'm going to try to get because I don't want to jinx it, but we're working on it.
Nice. Right on.
Yeah. Steve
like
Gallenberg put loudness on the bill with Vinnie Vincent. You mean a show where both bands have no hope of showing up?
Yeah. Neither one of them show up for different reasons.
Yeah. Into loudness this week. Yeah. I mean, that, we had, was it the name of the singer? Geez, now I'm drawing a blank. We had him at Rockin' Pod too. Mike, you remember his name? Yeah, he sang on Soldier of Fortune by Loudness. How am I drawing a blank on his name? Such a nice guy.
Yeah, no, he was awesome. Shit. I can't think of it either. Son of a gun.
God, I feel like an asshole now.
Yeah.
What's with the picture that looks like Vinny being pulled over by a cop? Oh. Yeah, I saw that making the rounds. I know the story behind that picture.
No, I haven't even seen it. What is it?
It's a very unflattering picture of Vinny talking to somebody standing outside of his car. And
I did see that.
I think
I
showed it to you.
Yeah.
It's I think it was taken at the Gibson Custom Shop. So I think I don't know I think he's trying to work a deal with Gibson or something for a guitar. I don't know, but he's got connections there. What is this? Cecil's asking.
I can't see it.
Have I reserved my ticket for Vinny at SIR in February? What do you think?
Under an assumed name, if he did.
Oh, there we go, Scott Work. Michael Vicera.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, John Verno. How much did he charge? Cool. Mike Vicera. That's the proper spelling right there. I remember that. He's not super nice guy.
Yes.
But yeah, I like that Soldier of Fortune Loudness album. That's a great one.
Yeah. I don't remember that. I think that was the one. Ralph had him sign something that year. He had an album.
It was probably that one.
Yeah.
And then Michael Vicera also sang with Yngwie.
That's right. I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. He also does a thing called Animetal, where it's like anime theme songs done in a metal style. Yeah. But I don't know. What have you been listening to this week?
I can't tell you until we do show and tell.
Oh, okay. Yes, he was also in Obsession. That's the other band he was in too. He's a very busy guy.
That's what he had him sign.
I need to get back in touch with him. He was a really nice guy. He really loved Rockin' Pod too.
You had him on the show.
There's out of nowhere. Fraley's comment rules.
Yeah. Right on. Right on time with that comment.
Everyone has sung with Malmsteen. Yeah. And then Yngwie decided, you know what? I can do this myself.
Yeah. Not have to pay nobody.
Oh, Kevin saw Yngwie 2 weeks ago with Curtis Langclose. Oh, that's cool.
Wow. Nice.
The new Volbeat is awesome. I've only heard like 3 songs from it, but I've liked what I've heard so far.
I thought you were like Volbeat fan number 1. Right up
I was until the last record, and then that kind of turned me off. But I need to listen to the new one. I've liked what I've heard off the new one, though. I go through phases, though. I think I'm like a lot of people. A band will become like your absolute favorite band for a few months, and then you kind of drop off. It's just I still love them, but I don't listen to them religiously like I used to.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to bring in our special guest tonight?
Yes.
He's backstage.
Already started now.
And we're dubbing the third seat on the show going forward as the ceremonial Rock and Ron special guest chair, because we want to always pay tribute to our buddy Rock and Ron Runyon. And we're bringing in, well, I was going to say Josh Toomey, but he's listing himself as Not Baco. So hello, Not Baco. How are you?
What's up, guys? How we doing? So this.
Oh, your mic isn't working.
All right, let's see. The microphone's not working.
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's like room mic.
We're gonna announce you as a professional podcaster, and then you did that.
Well, hang on.
Uh-oh.
The host of many podcasts. A
You wore the
technical
Kiss shirt.
genius.
It was bad juju by wearing
Right.
that Kiss shirt.
Let's see.
You can lip sync. I mean, that's kind of what they do now. So. Well, this is awkward.
Well, here, pull me out.
Come on.
Well, I'm gonna pull out.
Pull you out?
Yeah.
All right. I pulled him out.
Toomey.
And then, of course, Mike has already chimed in with what a loser. He also said, "There's my lady."
Nice.
And then Mighty K is having a conversation with your wife in the comment section, Aaron.
Oh boy. First my mom and now my wife. You take me out too.
I'm not doing this alone. You have to stay. Did he pay for that Gene Simmons shirt? Did he pay Gene Simmons? What the hell? And this guy gets all those cool interviews. Oh boy, Toomey's getting roasted, and he's not even on camera.
Don't even know how to work a microphone. Host like 10 different podcasts over the years.
Oh boy. Well, we've all done this for years. We're still trying to learn how to do it.
Oh yeah.
I have to
hold our phones up to the microphones real good. You
right.
know?
Oh, and I have to apologize to you in advance, Aaron, for next week.
Oh no.
Well, I thought I was buying tickets for a show next Saturday, and it turns out that it's next Friday. So I'm not going to be able to do the live stream next week.
What show are you going to?
Me and my wife are going to Huntsville to see Tony Harnell and Eric Martin from Mr. Big.
Oh, right on. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a quick drive for us because we're in Southeast Tennessee, and but yeah, I mean I've been wanting to see Eric Martin for a while, and I know Tony's always cool. So if you want to do it, with some guests, I'm happy to turn over the controls to you if you
maybe
want.
do that. Yeah,
Or maybe I could check in while I'm there. All right, it looks like Toomey's ready. Oh, he changed his name to Joshua Toomey.
See, that's what it was since I was not Baco,
Yeah.
Oh, well, all my great jokes are out the gate.
Mighty K's already mad at me.
Good.
Yeah.
So how we doing, everybody? What's up?
Good. How are you doing?
Hey, when in Rome, you gotta rock a Kiss t-shirt, right?
I'm not.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not wearing a Kiss shirt.
That's street cred around here.
Something.
I got a record behind me, but I mean, which finger do I use? It's over there, But yeah, that's my vinyl display. But I don't know. So how are things with in Toomey land?
Things are always great in Toomey lands.
Yeah.
Keeping it churning. Your hair is getting super. Look how long your hair is. Jesus Christ.
I know. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not 33, but I can do. This is the best I can do.
Well, we got a lot of stuff to do tonight, so we better get to the show and tell.
Oh yeah, let's do the. Let me do the fancy graphic and everything, and then here we go. Rock and roll show and tell. Who wants to go first?
I'm ready. I'll go
first. All right,
first.
Aaron, you go. I don't have much. I have one item, and it's not even that impressive.
I got a handful of things, but one of them's kind of a group. But all right, here's what I got. I got these recently. Everything I got here has been a recent purchase. So first one I got, new LA Guns. Kicks ass. It's awesome.
Checkered past, right?
Yes. Yeah. I just got that the other day. I've been jamming on it since I got it. I got a handful of CDs and just bounced around between these couple. This is another new one I picked up.
Oh, I knew you were going to buy that.
Yeah. I'm glad I did.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. They do all kinds of like Beatles covers and Paul McCartney songs and John Lennon songs, and they freaking rock them out, man. That Tory, man, shout out to him. I know he's got some stuff going on, but he just rips him and that other guitar player, Tory and Tony, kill it, man. Take them old Beatles tunes and just rip them up with loud guitar. I love it. And then I got this. Ooh, I've been looking for this one for a while.
Oh, that's a good one.
Voodoo Highway.
Voodoo Highway. Yeah.
Badlands. Yeah. I've always wanted to check this out. I've never found it, never seen it before anywhere. Today I saw it. I'll take that. And here's something else. This is pretty cool. This is a band that I've known about for many, many years, but I didn't know a whole lot about them. I only
Kiss,
really
right?
knew. Yeah. It's a band called Kiss. They're from New York City. Came out in like the 70s. And I showed you a picture of them. I'm sure you'd recognize them. But,
yeah, they wear makeup, right?
Yeah, that's the one. So, no, that's not the one I'm talking about today. The one I'm talking about today is a band. The only thing I ever knew about them was the song that they did with Motorhead. And it's a band called Girls School.
Oh, yeah.
And they're an old school, like 70s, 80s English rock band, but it's all chicks. And so what started this for me was I found a greatest hits. And I'm not big on greatest hits. I really want the whole albums because, the deep cuts are usually a lot of times the best stuff. And so what started with a greatest hits CD turned into this.
Oh, wow. You went all out.
All these Girls School CDs. And they are awesome.
Did you get the one they did one in 1982? I can't remember the name of it. It's got like a blue cover. That's the one I like a lot.
I'm sure it's in here.
Screaming Blue Murder.
Screaming Blue Murder.
Oh. Yeah.
It's got like a blue background. But anyway, that's cool that you got. I mean, they were really close with Motorhead. There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is some good stuff, man. Cause like I said, I heard of them, but I didn't know nothing about them. And then I listened to that greatest hits and I was like, holy shit, this stuff is great. And then I just found the CDs and I was like, I got to get them, So now I got damn near the whole collection. I had no idea they had this many albums over the years. I thought they were just kind of a one and done thing, but turns out they've released a ton of great music for a long time.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm Girls School crazy.
They did a cover of Do You Love Me? I haven't heard that before.
I wonder if it's on one of them.
Or is she, Amber, I think you're thinking of the band Girl that had Phil Lewis and Phil Collin. They did a cover of Do You Love Me? I think that's what she's thinking of. I could be wrong. If Girls School did it, let me know.
Yeah, I'll have to start going through these CDs, man. I got so many. I just keep jamming that LA Guns.
Yeah. All right. Well, Toomey, what do you have?
Last second, trying to find something cool to show.
You put a lot of thought into this, I can see.
I did.
Oh, Girl School did do one too. I'll have to check that one out.
Got the Metallica Black Album box set.
Not you.
What kind of cool things? It's got the nice booklet, got the book you can go through.
Did it live up to the hype?
Yeah, it lived up to the hype.
Does it got any?
Look what I'm asking.
Does it got any unreleased songs on there by Metallica that nobody's ever heard before?
Dude, it's got like 90,000 CDs in it, so yes.
Wow.
Yeah, not necessarily unheard songs, but unheard versions, live versions, demo versions, things like that. So, yeah,
but nothing you never heard before.
No, nothing you've never heard before. But
I wish there was more. They should have made a law back then. Like, if you had an album come out back in the day, they should have made you fucking record 10 extra songs every time just to release later on.
That's not how the boys in Metallica work, Aaron.
I know they write just enough and nothing more.
It's all about quality, not quantity with those guys.
I'll tell you what, you're a way bigger Metallica fan than me, but I love them. But I'll tell you, they've aged better than any band there is, really. I mean, because they put out a thing, I think it was through their channel. It was them playing at that show in Daytona, Florida. They put out a clip of them playing Damage Inc. And Jesus Christ, I mean, they can still do it. I think Lars is better now than he used to be. I mean, it seems like they're tighter now than they have been in years.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a lot to do with James. James's health and the fact that he's sober.
Yeah.
And, he looks good. He looks healthy. He looks old as shit, but he looks healthy. So.
Well, he is old as shit. What do you expect? Well, and speaking of old as shit, let's get to mine. All right. I'm cleaning my office out and I end up finding all this stuff I forgot I had, and I forgot where I even got this. And it'd be funny if Aaron's like, I gave you this. But anyway, it's an Alice Cooper Christmas ornament.
I know where that's from. Check it out.
What, you have one too?
I got one too.
Where did we get these?
Paul Korn sent them to us.
He did, and he's watching tonight. Paul, I'm an asshole. Sorry.
Thanks, Paul Korn.
But I found it, and I was like, holy shit, this is really cool. And I was like, it's around
just before we started recording, I was looking at my shelf behind me and I saw
There
it
he is.
sitting there and I was like, oh yeah, awesome. It's almost time to bring this out. But then when Christmas is over, I put it back in its box real nice and put it back on the shelf.
I did take care of it. I've kept it in the box, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I was like, that's really cool. So
You never had it hanging on a tree?
we never put a tree up. We're too lazy. So, yeah, we don't do that. We don't do the Christmas thing. And then Paul's chiming in. So thank you, Paul. You're awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I have. Alice Cooper. But yeah,
Very
so
cool.
that's rock and roll. So
I
we,
glossed over the fact. Did you say you don't put up a Christmas tree?
I haven't put a Christmas tree up in like probably 8 years.
Wow.
All right. Well, it's good time seeing you guys tonight. And
Hey, don't go to me. I put up
Don't be a
tree.
Christmas Nazi. Come on, man.
Christmas is the best time of the year, man.
Yeah.
You gotta get in the spirit. You gotta put your Chiefs ornaments up on there and all that other good stuff.
Yeah.
How many Green Bay Packers ornaments you got on your tree here?
Probably 3 or 4.
See?
Yeah.
I do have a Chiefs sign behind me. Got that in Kansas City when they were at the Super Bowl.
All right.
You were in Kansas City when that's right. You went to the watch party or whatever, right?
Yeah, downtown. All right, so Aaron's got a thing that he wants to do. So this is gonna be interesting.
Well, so here's what I was thinking. We were coming into the night and we got Josh Toomey. And if I know anything about Josh Toomey, you know, everybody knows that he's like the biggest Judas Priest fan around. But what you might not know about Josh Toomey is he's kind of what you'd call a new metal connoisseur as well, even maybe a purveyor of the new metal. And so I thought tonight we would bring something back, one of our most revered and loved episodes that we ever did. One of the greatest ideas that I ever came up with in the history of this whole show.
Sorry, you deserve that one.
I'm talking about Bracket Brawl.
Probably our least popular episode ever.
It's back. So here's what I did. I went to
You got to come on here one night.
I went to ranker.com and I looked up best new metal bands. Now ranker.com is a site that they make lists and then people vote up or down, you know. So this is what the average person would consider to be the top new metal bands of all time. So I've got 16 spots on the Bracket Brawl board.
He's got a board, folks.
And I've got the list.
Props.
I got the list. I got the props.
Aaron's the carrot top of rock podcasting.
Uh-huh. Well, when I saw this thing, I said, you know what? I got to buy that stupid little tournament board. It's dry erase, and I know we can use that on the show for something. And so we're going to do it. So we're going to talk about each one. We're going to decide if they deserve to be in the tournament. And then we're going to list them, and then we're going to eliminate them. So the first band up, I think, obviously, when people think of new metal, the number one band, you guys know it. It's Korn.
Rush.
Oh, It's Korn. And I think it's pretty unmistakable that Korn definitely deserves to be in the tournament. Agreed?
It's not, yeah, Chris, it's not NEW, it's NU metal.
So we're giving them the first spot. Number 2,
Paul
System
Korn.
of a Down. Anybody got a problem with System of a Down?
No, I mean, I'd say they deserve to be in there. Toomey, you have a problem with them?
Not at all, no.
Okay. Number 3, Slipknot. Clearly, Slipknot deserves to be in it.
Are they really new metal?
They came out in the new metal wave.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of the tail end of it.
Number 4, Linkin Park.
Mm.
You think Linkin Park's new metal? I mean, I think so. I guess so.
Absolutely. Chris, what's your definition of new metal, Chris?
Primer 55.
Okay.
I'm just trying to piss off Josh for entertainment sake. Yeah,
Number 5, the Deftones.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm adding them to the brackets as we go. Number 6, Disturbed. I think that's obvious.
Yeah.
Then we've got Mudvayne.
Yep.
They definitely got to go in. They were really popular in their time. This is the one I find questionable. Sepultura. They've got listed at number 7.
Well, if you went with
No,
Roots,
number
like
8.
the Roots era Sepultura, then yeah.
You think so? Because I think, well, then Soulfly also would be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So then you think about like after Cavalera left Sepultura, they kind of still ended up following that new metal kind of sound.
Right.
So we'll include them. So that era of Sepultura.
That's a tail.
All right. Chevelle.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would consider Chevelle new metal.
They'd be kind of post new metal, wouldn't they?
Right.
Include them or no?
I wouldn't.
No?
I mean, if we're going top 16 of whatever this list is, I mean, whatever, we can, it's a bracket, they can get voted out, but.
All right. Well, then let's just go by the list they got. So then we got Chevelle.
I agree with Bushy here, though. Limp Bizkit not being on the list already is.
Yeah.
What is that
pretty
about?
Surprising to me.
Where
too.
are they at?
And this is Ranker. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good ones I would consider on here that didn't even make it. So then after Chevelle, they got Static X.
Yeah.
And then Papa Roach.
Okay.
Definitely Papa Roach is sure new metal. Then at 12, finally, Limp Bizkit.
Wow.
That's surprising.
That's surprising to me too. I would consider when I think of new metal, you got to put Limp Bizkit like right up there. This is another one I'm not real sure about, but at 13, they got Rob Zombie.
That first solo album was kind of the borderline, but
Yeah. But then he kind of, followed that too a little bit. 14 is Seven Dust.
Yeah.
15 is Soulfly. And 16, which this is kind of surprising, they're this low to me too, is Godsmack. So that is our bracket.
We're already pissing people off. All right.
let me tell you some of the ones that didn't make it. 17 is Stone Sour, 18 POD, 19 Incubus, 20 Cold Chamber, 21 Stain, Drowning Pools, 22. I always like Power Man 5000 myself, but they're down at 32. Murder Dolls are not even on the list.
What the hell?
That's my number 1 favorite.
This Saliva, that's a good one to suggest too. They
Saliva
would fall into that, wouldn't they?
They got to be in there somewhere, I would sure think. Or is Saliva more the beginning of kind of bro metal with Nickelback and stuff like that?
Bro metal.
Bro rock or whatever the hell they call it.
Oh.
So now, here we go. I like Cold Chamber too. I seen them live one time. They were great.
Oh, I wish I had. I used to like them a lot.
Those guys still around, Josh? Cold Chamber?
Dez is doing a Devil Driver.
Devil Driver.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pretty good band too.
Another one I always liked from back then was Dope.
I like Dope a lot. Mm-hmm.
All right, so these are our brackets. Number 1, the first matchup. This one's pretty easy. It's Korn versus Chevelle.
Do we even need to vote?
I don't.
Korn.
I never really minded Chevelle. They just kind of always reminded me like Tool light.
Well, they wanted to be Tool. That's their whole sound is what Tool wannabe sound.
But they were more radio friendly than Tool, but still had that same kind of thing. Korn is just undeniable. It's going to be pretty easy for Korn to run the bracket here, I think.
Had Kiss not put the makeup back on, they would 100% have done a new metal album.
Well, they
did
Carnival.
They'd be on this list and probably win.
Yeah,
they were more trying to be Alice in Chains rather than whatever. On the Chevelle thing, I just actually had their drummer on the Throwback Throwdown with Toomey, and it was funny kind of leading up to that. I went back and listened to Chevelle's hits, and they have like 1,000 hits. Like they are just a hit maker.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's one of those things where I've never owned a Chevelle album, but going through the Chevelle catalog, you were like, I know this one, I know this one, I know this one, I know this, it was cool. But yeah, one of my more favorite interviews I've done recently. And but all the way, Corn Head was on the podcast yesterday. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. I like him.
I can't believe you haven't brought up Trapped.
I know they didn't make the top 25.
They are
All right.
headstrong, though.
So clearly, Corn wins in their first matchup. Matchup number 2. I think everybody hanging out, they all agree on that?
I think so, yeah.
Anybody fighting for Chevelle?
No. Unless Patrick Green really likes Red Rider. I don't think so.
All right, so then our next matchup is the Deftones versus Papa Roach.
I mean, that's easy for me. Deftones all the way, but
Yeah,
I'd take Papa Roach over the Deftones.
and I'm going to be the tiebreaker. I'm going to go with Papa Roach also, only because.
Well, this bracket is over, so thank you very much.
Take me out.
Yeah,
I went and seen them live one time, and it was really one of the best shows I ever seen. And I wasn't a Papa Roach fan. I wasn't excited about seeing them at all. It was on a group with a bunch of other bands. Cheap Trick was one of the bands. They were the only one I was excited about. And it was down at the River Stages in Nashville. Yeah. And it poured. It rained like a mother that night. And Cheap Trick almost got washed down the Cumberland. And so they ended up canceling out. But then Papa Roach came out later on, and it was them and Hinder. And Hinder actually put on a pretty good show too. And I wasn't a fan of neither one of those bands. That
destroys any of your credibility when it comes
to I know.
Actually Hinder was pretty good live.
I was drinking quite a bit that
night. Yeah. No, man, in this bracket challenge, I mean, Deftones was one of the innovators of all this. They've continued to be an incredible band over the years. They've not only influenced nu metal, they've also influenced like the shoegaze stuff and even like the gent stuff. And you
say that like it's a good thing.
I'm sorry that music didn't stop at 91, Chris. But this is definitely a Deftones thing to win here.
If the Deftones had done more albums like Adrenaline, I'd be more on board. But like I
can't believe that like you hold that album in such high regard.
That album fucking rules. How do you not love that album?
But White Pony, Around the Fire, like
no,
yep.
I mean, My Own Summer from Around the Fire's great, but I don't know. It turned into this whiny metal shit.
Child, for Christ's sake, did Papa work with Desmond?
There's plenty of there's plenty of Desmond Child stuff that sucks. Trust me.
Well, I'm Deftones.
Now I'm picturing Chino Marino doing Love on a Rooftop, and you really fucked my whole night up. Thanks.
I never got into the Deftones, man. I don't know. Maybe I have to revisit it, but it's been a while. But sadly for them, eliminated in the first round by Papa Roach.
You're gonna hate us by the end.
Up next, this is a matchup of the Titans. It's Slipknot versus Rob Zombie. I'm definitely going with Rob Zombie on this. I love Rob Zombie. Yeah, I've been a big fan of Rob Zombie ever since the first album came out. I've seen him live a couple of times and always puts on a great show. Still comes out with great music, and just to me all around, just personal preference. Nothing against Slipknot in any way, but I just prefer myself Rob Zombie.
If this was White Zombie, then I might be on board, but this is Rob Zombie solo, and anytime I've seen Rob Zombie solo, I'm not a big fan, and Slipknot signs my checks, so Slipknot.
I have to totally go with Slipknot on this one.
All right.
Someone take the list from Aaron.
All right, see there, I got outvoted. This sucks. This was a bad idea. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
We're all going to be pissed at each other by the end of this.
I hate you guys.
I don't know. When I say Rob Zombie, I think of it all together, the whole thing. But all right.
I'd love to see White Zombie get back together, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mudvayne versus Soulfly.
Ooh.
I mean, this is easy for. I've never been a huge Mudvayne fan, so and I love Soulfly, so I'm definitely going Soulfly on this one.
Me too. Soulfly all the way.
I would have gone with Mudvayne, but okay.
Over Soulfly?
Just I mean, I love the first album a lot by both bands, but I don't know. The LD50 record is so fucking good. I'd have to give it to them, but I don't know. The follow-up Soulfly stuff I was never that much into.
I don't know, man. You might want to recheck that stuff out because their later albums that came out after that first one, there's some really good stuff in there. I really kind of see that as a continuation of like the original Sepultura, kind of, you follow Max Cavalera where he goes,
Mike.
I do love what Steve said about Rob Zombie with John 5 is the tiebreaker. Now, I love John 5, don't get me wrong, but I wish he had more influence, I think, over what Rob Zombie is doing.
Yeah.
I don't think John has enough input maybe in the music, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Listen to his solo record.
Yeah.
It's one of them deals where, that's the star, that's the name on the album. When Zakk Wylde comes in for Ozzy, he plays what Ozzy tells him to play, That's why they do their solo albums. Yeah, Primitive is badass. All right, next matchup, System of a Down versus Static X.
I'd take System.
Yeah, System.
Definitely.
They've done some amazing shit.
That one was easy. Yeah, I was always a fan of that band. At first it was, what was the song? Sugar was the first thing. I was like, this is insane. But the guitars were so cool. And once you get around the way the dude sings, it's badass. And I think that's always the deal breaker for that band. Like, people all love the music, but only half the people can handle the vocals on it.
Yeah, when I first heard System of a Down, I was not a fan. And then we went to see Fear Factory and System was opening. And and then man, just seeing Surge live, I was totally sold. Not that I hate Static X. I saw Static X a few times. Big fan of Wayne Static, but yeah, it's hard to fight System of a Down in this one.
Yeah.
I saw System of a Down open up for Limp Bizkit on, I think it was on the Significant Other tour, where Limp Bizkit had the lighted logo behind him, and Method Man and Redman came out, and System of a Down opened up, and I think Sugar was the only single they had out at the time. And there was two girls that were really into them, and the rest of the crowd just sat down. But I remember watching them, I was like, damn, the musicianship is really strong in this band. They play some pretty complicated shit, if you really pay attention to it. Like the Hypnotize and Mesmerize albums in particular have some really amazing playing on them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That all does. All right, well, that's an easy one. All three unanimously send on System of a Down. Up next...
Jesus.
This is a good one.
All right.
Disturbed versus Limp Bizkit.
I'm going last on this one.
All right. I'm going to go with Disturbed.
Really?
Limp Bizkit's, I don't know. I don't know. I never was able to really get into Limp Bizkit that much. I enjoy the irony of it. I like that they come out with albums like We Still Suck or whatever they call it. I think that's cool. I can admire that, but I agree they do. But Disturbed's had some good stuff over the years. That first album's killer. I mean, it's tough with them because a lot of the stuff is the same after a while, but I don't know. I'm going with Disturbed.
Oh, this is Limp Bizkit all the way. I don't know why they're so low on this list, and basically can't have new metal without Limp Bizkit. So.
I totally go with Limp Bizkit. And Aaron, have you ever seen Limp Bizkit live?
No.
Then you can't have a full opinion, because I know Josh has seen them. I've seen them several times.
Oh yeah,
one of the best live shows you'll ever see, and they really get a crowd going. Great live band.
I think by the end of this, Kristen Schimbeck's going to unfriend me on Facebook. Disturbed has no good album, so.
Oh no, I do love some Disturbed
true.
stuff too. You don't like any Disturbed?
No.
Really? That's surprising. I figured you'd like some of their stuff.
Yeah, that's probably one of the worst bands ever.
No, Trip Eisen is not related to Stanley Eisen.
Oh man,
because Aaron made the list.
I didn't make the list. It came from ranker.com.
That's true. Ranker.com, you can be pissed at them if you want.
Yeah, blame. You can't even be pissed at them. You got to be kind of just looking at how people vote. Average people on the streets would vote on something like this and go, man, I'm different than normal people. I don't think that way most of the time.
I love Kristen spelling their name correctly. Limp Bizkit. You're in need of a falcon punch. Oh boy, you're in trouble, Josh.
So is this been the most decisive one so far, you think?
I think Limp Bizkit. I mean, it's hard. It's between Limp Bizkit and Korn, but either of those two bands should win this whole thing.
I don't know. All right, well, let's keep going. The next matchup is Linkin Park versus Seven Dust. I'm going Seven Dust all the way on this.
I'd go with Seven Dust.
Yeah, I'm Seven Dust too.
All right.
I was never a big Linkin Park fan.
Stinking fart is what my drummer used to call them.
Oh man.
What are the people thinking? Also Seven Dust?
Yeah, so
all
far Seven
here.
Dust,
Yeah.
Seven Dust, Seven Dust, Seven Dust, and then Bushy chimes in with Limp Bizkit for the win. And not their round.
Patrick Breen, I did see that tour. I saw Limp Bizkit open for Faith No More in Atlanta in about 97.
Wow.
Mike says neither. Seven, but he loves Ugly Kid Joe. Well, anyway, we're not getting to that.
Yeah, he does. There's nothing wrong with that.
Seven Dust all the way. I look like Seven Dust is kind of running away as far as the listeners.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man,
like
you pick something that gets a lot of interaction because these are flying by.
That was the idea. That was the idea. I wanted to bring something that can include everybody.
Wow, thank you.
All right,
guys.
so the final matchup in the first round is Sepultura versus Godsmack. And if we were talking about Sepultura, if this was like a thrash metal tournament, I'd go Sepultura all the way. Personal what I like, I take Sepultura. But if we're talking about new metal,
did you ever hear Roots?
but that's thrash metal to me. That's still in their thrash days. Yeah, I think so.
Roots.
I'd call Roots new metal.
The one produced by Ross Robinson that has like zero thrash in it.
I don't know. I don't like that one, I guess. I don't know that one so well.
Yeah.
I like their
I think if you're going to talk Sepultura, I think Sepultura is what we in the new metal world call a papa, because I think that Chaos AD had a lot of new elements that people took and because Korn will say that Sepultura was a huge influence on them, and then Korn somehow turned around and was a huge influence on Sepultura, and then they ended up doing Roots. So I think plus Godsmack is terrible. So Sepultura wins this one, period. Like,
for the fact that
I don't even think that Godsmack, if you want to argue new metal, there's zero chance Godsmack is new metal.
No. Isn't Godsmack considered to be like one of the godfathers, like the pillars of new metal?
Godsmack?
Yeah.
No, they're the pillars of like Hinder.
they're like butt metal. I like the first Godsmack record. I don't like much after that. Sepultura, I like several songs off several records, so I have to go with Sepultura.
All right, Sepultura moves on.
Mike,
how are you seeing the comments before I put them up?
I'm fucking
Godsmack. Maroon 5 is thrash. Hey, Maroon 5 is a great thrash band. Come on. That's a short ass pillar, Paul Korn says. Are you talking about Sully Erna's height problems?
Yeah.
I take that personally. I'm standing up right now.
All right, well, that finishes off the first round in Bracket Brawl, the new metal edition, and this is what we got so far.
It's going to be the live stream where we all hate each other at the end of it.
Oh, it's fun. All right, so the first matchup in the second round is Korn versus Papa Roach.
Korn, come on.
It's pretty hard to argue that one.
And Rummy, for the record, I didn't bring up Hinder. I wasn't the first.
It was ranker.com.
It was Aaron.com.
Yeah, no, I was saying I went to see Hinder and they were good,
they were great.
then you laughed at me. So there's your apology. It's hollow.
Kristen, just breathe.
All right, everyone's picking Korn. You can move on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I figured
The best
so.
Clint Lowry band bracket, not included. There's plenty to choose from.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff we could do with this bracket brawl tournament. It's a dry erase marker. We can play this game again and again.
We'll do the
All right.
Primer 55 song catalog next time.
There you go.
Ooh.
All 16 songs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So up next is Slipknot versus Soulfly. I prefer Soulfly myself. Just personal preference. Again, I know everybody loves Slipknot. I know they're heavy as hell. They rock. They pay Toomey. Gotta love them for that.
He's gonna have to vote for Slipknot every time, just for.
I'm not gonna have to on that, but this one, I think I will vote Slipknot on this one. I think that Slipknot's been more consistent than Soulfly.
Yeah. Well, for the breadth of great material over multiple albums, I have to go Slipknot.
Yeah.
All right.
But that first Soulfly record fucking rules.
Okay. Next, System of a Down versus Limp Bizkit.
Wow.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. System of a Down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go System of a Down.
I'd pick. Y'all are crazy. I would pick Limp Bizkit over there.
All right. We're getting there now.
Come on, Results May Vary is a classic.
Seven Dust versus Sepultura.
We're going so fast that people can't vote in time. I love it. Fretwell says Black Label Society.
I don't know if that's new metal.
She hates us both, so I don't know. It's okay. She agrees with me. All right, what was the next one?
Next one is Seven Dust and Sepultura.
I'd go with Seven Dust.
I think I'm gonna go Seven Dust on this one too. I think that they have a more consistent career in new metal rather than Sepultura's foray into it.
Yeah. That's perfect to me. That really explains the Sepultura in here. It's like,
Mike, you're more than welcome to come over, man. You've been here one time. I think you helped me move in, and that's it. So, come on.
where Sepultura kind of, like the band split, became Soulfly. Sepultura goes on with a new singer. And like you said, they kind of make the foray into new metal, but they come from thrash into that and then back out. And now they're just doing thrash metal again. So as far as consistency goes and staying true to the new, you got to give it to Seven Dust. Is everyone agreeing with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're down to the final four. Bracket Brawl, New Metal Tournament.
This is going over way better than the original episode did. I'll say that.
I knew it would. So, for the final matchup in the
Metal
first
Magic
bracket.
is number 9, buddy.
Metal Magic. Come the fuck on.
That was number 17 in the Sweet 16. Korn versus Limp Bizkit. Or I mean, Slipknot. Sorry. Korn versus Slipknot.
Korn.
I go Korn.
You got to pick Korn, Josh. Come on.
In a new metal bracket challenge, yes, Korn.
All right.
Hey, Paul Korn voted for Korn.
Paul Korn loves Korn.
It's official.
Mike voted for Limp Bizkit, even though they're not in this one. Korn.
You should have voted for
Korn,
Limp Bizkit when they were fighting Disturbed.
Everyone wants Korn.
Everybody loves Korn. Everybody gets Korn.
Korn, but Limp Bizkit, says Bushy.
All right. So then on the other side, to decide who faces off against Korn in this such prestigious tournament, System of a Down versus Seven Dust.
Damn.
That's a tough one. I like
That
both
is a
those
tough
bands.
one. This is the hardest one so far. That's what she said.
I think
really?
I'm gonna go with Seven Dust.
I gotta go System of a Down.
So I'm the tiebreaker.
You're the
Love it.
tiebreaker, Chris. What are the people saying? System or Seven
Kristen
Dust?
saying Disturbed. They're not even on this
Disturbed,
one.
yeah.
Come on, guys.
They should be. I voted for them.
People are saying Seven Dust. Seven Dust.
All right.
Jesus is not in the tournament.
Jesus is. I'm hosting the show, and I'm not in the tournament.
Yes.
So.
So this is actually pretty surprising. I think Korn, I knew would run away with it, but I didn't think I'd see Seven Dust in the finals. Here's the.
Oh, you
That's what it's come
cut
down
out for
to.
a second there. Nice. So what? So we're down to
either one of
Korn
you
and
guys-
Slipknot.
Did either one of you guys see Seven Dust making it to the finals of this when we first put the list together?
No, I didn't. But they're an
Yet they
amazing
have.
live band.
So Korn defeated Chevelle, then Papa Roach, then Slipknot to get to the finals. Seven Dust defeated Linkin Park, then Sepultura, then System of a Down to get here. So in the finals, it's Korn versus Seven Dust.
It's new metal. You have to give it to Korn. They're the godfathers. I mean, who's gonna beat Korn?
Nobody. They truly are the godfathers of new metal.
I am Al by about 40 pounds, but I'm working on that. But thanks.
Not enough Z's in that Sinzak.
Yeah, you need one more Z, and you need an S in there too.
And
But you got to go with Korn. You got
backwards.
to. Hey, Drowning Pool and Edema.
Yeah, Drowning Pool was 22 on the list on Ranker, which I love Drowning Pool, especially that first album. I would have put Drowning Pool on here. I think I would have liked to see Cold Chamber on there. Definitely the Murder Dolls and Power Man 5000 would be some of my favorites that didn't even make the list.
Kristen has very questionable taste in music.
Disturbed should be. Come on, Chris. For a new metal poll, I like Disturbed and all, but Jesus.
I like Disturbed too. I'm a little upset
I'm
they didn't do as
assuming
well.
we've said Korn's won this, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Korn
yeah.
wins.
Making sure. I didn't hear an actual vote.
There it is.
So
It's
when you get-
official.
Yeah, it's
There's
Korn.
We don't need
There it is. The very first ever return of Bracket Brawl. I promised something wonderful would return tonight.
Do you remember From Zero?
Yeah, I remember From Zero. I had Rob Ruscia on the podcast from.
I mean, I love that episode.
I love how much you guys listen
How much do you listen?
every week.
You don't have enough members of Motley Crue on slate for being interviewed for me. Stuff like that. You need to. I don't know. You do a good show, Toomey.
Need to worry about the Aaron demographic.
Yeah, you need. What the fuck? Why ain't you interviewing Ugly Kid Joe and Stevie Rochelle and
I had Chip Zanoff on.
Yeah, that's true. You
That's
did, and
true.
that was cool. I listened to that one. And it was awesome. I liked it.
I think it should have come down to Korn and Limp Bizkit because I think they're the top two. But that's just my opinion.
And I also like it when you have Wednesday 13 on the show.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, you got a good thing with him. I like the way you guys talk to each other.
Yeah, because we
We-
talk nerd toys. We talk He-Mans and stuff.
I like that.
Yeah, he's one of my. I listen to him on, like, if I see he's on other people's podcasts, I always make sure to check it out. He's a good dude.
That was about the most cringeworthy thing ever at the time. I was like, really? You're trying to get that demographic, huh?
Oh, I thought it was
Hey, what song was it? Down with the Sickness, where he goes in the whole "No, mommy, don't hit me, mommy." You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I think so. That's right.
They cut it
That's
out for the
right.
radio version,
Yeah,
but on the album, it's got that, and it's like they're trying to pull the whole Jonathan Davis daddy thing.
Except they're going a different angle. It's the mom this time.
Yeah,
That's what separates us from the rest of the new metal.
but
Oh,
Josh,
yeah.
you were
Beat by
You
our
were-
moms.
at the Louisville Brewery show. It was a Korn helmet and Limp Bizkit, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, we were both at that show. I missed Limp Bizkit. I showed up when Helmet was there, and people were throwing shoes at them. I was like, what the fuck?
Helmet, for some reason, was not good that night. But yeah, I got in
thought they were
for Limp Bizkit. I think they were like finishing up, and then Helmet, and then Korn.
Yeah.
Christmas.
That was a packed fucking show. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I just had Paige Hamilton on the podcast. That was awesome. I actually got to talk to him a little bit about, that tour and about that time. But man, he's Spaceballs, dude. He's just like,
Is he really?
We spent like an hour just talking about nothing. It was awesome.
I love that album, Unsung.
Unsung,
In the meantime,
Betty's
is
great
what
too.
it's called. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
In the meantime, that's one of my
Yeah.
all-time favorite albums. When that came out, man, I was hooked on that thing, man. I listened to it all the time. I played it for my dad one time. It's like, it's kind of like Sabbath in a way,
Mhm.
thinking he'd dig it.
Yeah,
Helmet is a papa of new metal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't for Helmet. A lot of
stop the presses. Mike gave you praise, Josh.
Hey, Mike loves me.
A little too much.
Yeah.
But now, yeah. My band in high school, we used to play Milk Toast. That was a fun song to play.
Yeah, it's great bass line.
Great bass line. All right.
I think they used to use some kind of riff off of a Helmet song, like the lead in the Headbangers Ball. And I remember hearing that, going, "What is that? What is that?" And then all of a sudden one day they played the video.
That was Unsung, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh hell yeah, man! It jams." That whole album is really good.
Anthrax. Well, I guess I could see that.
There's a lot of bands that were heavy, like the thrash bands from the earlier eras kind of dipped their toes in that, like Sepultura went all the way in. Same with Soulfly, but some of those other thrash metal bands, I mean, Exodus came out with that Force of Habit CD, which is different than anything else. It's good, but it's different than anything else they've done. So all those thrash bands that were kind of on the downturn in the 2000s gave that a shot.
Well, Pantera even inspired a lot of those bands. You can hear the influence. Yeah. Groove metal was a big influence on a lot of that stuff. Just something you could nod your head to. MTV
That's how I was thinking about Pantera one day, about how they are just kind of like a genre onto themselves. They're really not anything, but they're everything at the same time.
Diabolus in Musica.
It's a good album title.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's a good podcast name too.
Yeah, American Hardcore. That was definitely a new metal album. It was terrible. I guess it had its moments, but yeah, Anthrax kind of, when they started mixing with the rap a little bit, they kind of were like way back before any of this. But somebody heard that and said, we can rap and rock at the same time.
The Grateful Dead. I'll have to check out Shakedown Street because I've never heard that before. I've never heard the Grateful Dead go disco. That's crazy. Was it Drain STH? You remember them?
Oh, yeah. I like Drain STH. They were a good band. They're from Sweden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tony Iommi's girlfriend was in that band. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, did you see the video that Tony Iommi released this week?
Is that for his Dark Cologne?
Yeah. The music was fucking great.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheesy that he's doing it for a fragrance, but it was cool.
Makes me want to buy the fragrance. I told my wife, now you know what to get me for Christmas. I can smell like Tony Iommi.
Just smell like Satan.
Put that on the shelf next to your Kiss cologne.
Yeah, I ain't got no Kiss cologne.
Kitty. Nobody brought up Kitty. That was another new metal band.
I saw Kitty was on the list, but they were further down somewhere. They were pretty good.
Boy, Kristen's having it's a good thing she doesn't have a mic on her tonight. She'll be yelling at us. Jesus.
I think she should be fourth mic tonight. Jeez.
Well, I can never get her to come on. She'll never agree to come on.
Yeah, blame it on the Beach Boys.
Tough went to glam to heavy metal with fist first.
That's true. Yeah, because, I mean, as trends change, any band that's got any longevity to them got to kind of change with it, unless you're a band like AC/DC or a band like Korn that really don't, go too far from the original formula, which, I think with bands like that, if they do, I think Korn kind of gets shit if they don't, keep coming out with something like the first couple of albums.
Right.
So, it's their sound. They kind of created it. They're so unique to anything else out there that anything they do is going to sound like Korn, and so that keeps the fans happy. That's why they've been around for so long. where a lot of bands that have been around forever kind of have to, ebb and flow with what's popular.
It's Al Horta.
Oh yeah, what is this that smells before me?
So Iommi has an album coming out. That's cool. What do we think of Kid Rock?
I like Kid Rock.
No.
I think
not
some of
much.
his stuff could be considered new metal. His like that Devil Without a Cause album.
What would Kiss Cologne smell like? Loneliness.
Yeah, new metal.
Skid Row Crew. You're just naming off bands, Chris. I don't know what you're doing.
All the bands that tried different things to try to stay popular with what was going on at the time.
Fieldy did a jazz bass album.
Wow.
I haven't heard of that. Toomey, what's the word on that one?
No idea.
He could join Paul Stanley's Soul Station.
Oh, brother.
Wow, rap metal.
Yeah.
The new Kid Rock song rules, according to Mike.
Yeah.
Mike loves it, man.
He's no Weird Al.
Yeah,
all right.
I thought it was pretty good. I like the fact that he's got that band playing with him.
Monster Truck.
I like that band, and they add a lot to it. And it kind of reminds me of that throwback stuff too, around that time back when he had Kenny Olson in the band.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love
what's
Kenny.
the other guy? Jason Krause. Both badass guitar players in that early band with Kid Rock, and that's what made me like them. I wasn't big into rap, but with the guitars with it, and it being like songs with him just kind of rapping over rock songs, I didn't think that was too bad. I thought it was pretty good. Some of it. Not all of it. Some of it.
Okay. So do we want to do, we have time. Do we want to do Smash or Trash? Because I think I've got the audio issue fixed from last time. So
Yeah,
Josh, you want to hang around and do Smash or Trash and listen to some bands that submitted some stuff to us?
Yeah, let's do it.
You're going to break some dreams to me.
All trash.
I have a feeling that's what you're going to say, but we'll get into it here. So let's do the clip.
Smash or Trash.
All right. So first up we have, and like I tried this last week or 2 weeks ago, and the audio was fucked up, but I think it works because I tested it with Aaron and it worked fine. So,
Sounded all right.
All right. First up tonight is Breed of Aggression from Dark Star Records, hailing from the Midwest. Breed of Aggression. And I didn't write this, just so you know, is a new heavy metal project founded by Scott McClellan and Susie Hoffman Beam. They were born out of their shared goal to create extreme metal that is organic, free, and without defining limits to their sound. For fans of Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Huntress, Seven Dust, The Agonist, Slayer, Dio, and Pantera. So if you like those bands, you'll like this one, apparently.
I do like a lot of those bands.
This is Breed of Aggression with Unmasked.
Expressionless ways. Under that skin lies a man with no face. Tell him you know, show him his place. Unmasked, uncovered, move fast. Dishonest affair. We know, we fight, we show. Put on the mask of fear. Put on the mask of slug.
All right, Breed of Aggression. What do we think of that?
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, no.
I kind of like it a little bit. I mean, it jams. It's kind of cool. I don't know. It's not great by no means, but I didn't think it was terrible.
So it's very mixed reactions.
I'm kind of in the middle with
Butcher Baby's knockoff, just not as good, huh?
I don't know. It kind of has like that, Bitch, like Betsy Bitch. I think they're from Canada. They're a pretty good old rock band, metal band from back in the day. It's kind of got a little flavor of that to it.
Huh. All right. So I don't know if the music is still coming through right or not. So we'll try another one. Did it sound okay? Did it sound not garbled to you guys? Yeah. All right. So the next one is a band called Conquest. They're also a Dark Star recording artist. Aggressive, high energy musicians from the Midwest. Conquest has rocked the nation with their pure breed of modern heavy metal, stemming from the old school influences of Metallica, Judas Priest, and Testament, with a definite presence of their own musical flavor. This band was formed in 1988, so they've been around for a hell of a long time. This is Conquest with a song called Red. Toomey loves it already. I can tell.
Oh, this is great.
Find the secrets locked in the day. See my world spinning round. City streets where we compete. I will stand loud and proud. Listen up to what I say. Growing pains get in the way. Struggles in life, the teacher of the day. Rock and roll since I was 9. Like 7 to this priest all the time. The power of sound makes my world go around. Chasing my dreams at every turn. Look at the meter, all I see is red.
All right, Conquest. What do you think of that?
I kind of like it.
I knew you would.
I kind of like that, man. They've been around since '88, but that sounds like a song straight out of '88. I like it.
It does. I'll give them that. Looks like it's a little mixed. That sounds like a leftover from the summer of '88. Josh, I know you loved that one, didn't you?
Oh, it was great.
Sound like a scrap track from Iron Eagle.
Conquest, huh? I'll check them out.
It's,
No? Am I the only
mixes.
one? I thought the drums were good. The guitar playing's killer. That dude's doing some shredding on there.
I don't know. Josh, what's your honest opinion of that?
Oh, that was terrible.
Is this the song Marky Mark singing Boogie Nights, Buckhorn? You got the touch. It was almost okay.
Almost okay. All right.
Glowing review. Good Lord.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron, I think you're on your own with this
I
one.
kind of dug it. I didn't hate it.
You didn't hate it.
It's good.
Better than the other one.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't hate it. It's the production. Maybe I'm getting the Great American Hero theme song vibe at one part. I always try to.
Yeah.
They didn't conquer me.
No.
Okay. All right. So up
Can't conquer
next.
everyone.
All right. At least we can actually play music tonight. All right. Next is a band called Insania. And after a 14-year hiatus.
Oh, jeez.
And
No, it's trash. You already terrible name. 14 hiatus. Stop it.
fucking ageist.
Start a new
All
band.
right.
Let's,
We tried. We all had 15 other bands and none of them worked. So we
Christ.
came back together.
I got what, 4 words into the fucking press release?
trash for the name alone.
Feeling energized and inspired, Insania are back.
They did.
Insania are back with a powerful new record full of speedy, soaring tracks
Sick of
And
their
the cl-
wives.
in the classic European power metal style. Hey, I'm trying to read this shit. In the classic European power metal style with double bass drums, great hooks, and amazing solos. The band's current lineup consists of Miko Korsbach, Thomas Stolt, Niklas Dahlin, Ola Helen. It doesn't fucking matter. Let's just fucking play the song. This is Insania with a song called Entering Paradise. After we go through the YouTube intro shit.
Best one so far.
Here I stand so terrified of falling down, but I can never change the things I've done. Just let me fall from down below. Let the curtains fall, 'cause I have done my show. And I can't stand this pain. Leaving my past behind on my own. I try to find my way, searching for paradise, and at last I will be free. Lost in time and total chaos.
All right. That's Insania. What do we think of Insania?
Wow. That's a little bit tougher. It's very
It's some power
very,
metal.
very power metal, very northern European. It's I don't know. I have a hard time getting into that
My
stuff.
favorite comment, Steve.
It's different.
Yeah,
Bands that
that's,
almost played the State Fair Volume 2.
Of the three that we've heard so far, I'll take this one. But
Okay.
yeah.
Musically, pretty damn good, I thought. Vocally awful.
Well, that's kind
I
of
think-
tough. It's the inflection too of somebody that speaks
Yeah.
another language trying to sing it in English when that's not their original language, and then it never hits our American ears the way it would hit
Right.
somebody that speaks the language. I think.
So far, the most glowing review is it's okay.
It's all right.
It's all right. So we've got
Knocked out of the park tonight with Smash or Trash. Every once in a while, we get one that everybody loves, or and then this one tonight.
Well,
not
I got
they
one
can't
more.
all be winners. Oh yeah, maybe we do have a winner. Hang on, pull it one more time. Come on.
well, this will be familiar to Aaron because we're going to play something off the new LA Guns record.
Oh, nice. I like it
So,
already. Smash.
Let me read the press release. Long-running hard rockers LA Guns have announced the release of their new studio album, Checkered Past, written and recorded while the world was still in the grips of the coronavirus pandemic. The new album sees Tracy Guns, Phil Lewis, and company continuing the darker lyrical tone of the preceding studio albums, The Devil You Know and The Missing Piece, while incorporating their classic rock influences into the mix. This is off the new record, Checkered Past. It's LA Guns, and it's a song called Knock Me Down.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
turn off the other song first. Give me a break.
How about you rethink how you've been messing it around?
LA Guns. Knock Me
I
Down.
love it.
What are we thinking? Love it.
Yes. The whole album is kick ass. I can tell you because I've been jamming on it nonstop all day today. The whole thing's really good. I love the fact that LA Guns are so proficient nowadays. Like, who would ever thought, like, back when you were young, like in the 2020s, that's when LA Guns would still be putting out kick ass albums. You know, no one ever would have thought that.
I really like that song in particular. I mean, that's one of my favorite ones off the new record. It's way better than The Missing Piece. I thought The Devil You Know was a step up from The Missing Piece.
Yeah.
But I think this one's better than both of those, actually.
I think so too. Yeah. I think they keep getting better and better.
Josh, you hated it, right?
It's great.
So insincere.
I just want to reach through and choke them.
I'm so happy that in 2020, LA Guns is still smashing these tracks.
What's wrong with it? There ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's not my cup of tea.
Jeez.
See, then that's the problem. Josh drinks cups of tea.
If it ain't Judas Priest, he don't care about it.
Right. It wasn't bad, but that's something I'm going to seek out.
Josh Toomey only listens to the LA Guns, the new metal album.
Gotta lay off the peyote.
Steve Riley's LA Guns, and now we're talking.
Oh, fuck. Goodbye, Josh. Jesus Christ.
That album wasn't too bad, actually.
That's all right. But if you
Patrick Breen right there with me.
what did Patrick Breen say? Oh, geez. That's all right, I guess. Josh doesn't even listen to music. That's what Mike says. Okay.
Well, it was only okay. I was better than okay, but
Oh, and you liked it better than Conquest, right?
I don't know. Give me that.
You want the Conquest song again? Oh, you want the Insania song? I can play it again if you want. I was like, there you go.
That's all you need.
It's too good.
All right. All right. Well, we got through the bracket brawl. We got through Smash or Trash. We got through Rock and Roll Show and Tell. I can't think of much else we have to do. Do we want to cut it at 8:30 here tonight and be done at 90 minutes? What do you think? I know Josh has better things to do, like hanging out with his actual attractive wife.
Hang out with your attractive wife if you want me to.
No, I'm going to go hang out with my attractive wife.
Oh,
I
man.
don't know.
Well, don't you feel good that we were able to bring back Bracket Brawl after all these years?
It was fun. I think it has a new life on the live stream. I think we should do it for all kinds of different things. I think it would be cool.
That's what I kind of thought because, I thought maybe it deserves another chance, and so I thought bring it back. It works better because I got the props. We're doing it live, doing it on video. And I think the biggest difference is having the third person because you got to have a tiebreaker. So
Yeah.
that's why it didn't work the first time. All those reasons. We didn't do any of that stuff.
Well, and Josh would know. I mean, we based it off of the brackets on 102.9 The Buzz, which tells you how horrible they were to start with.
Yeah, because we actually used their bracket that year. And it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, there's nothing like picking between fucking Finger 11 and some other bullshit. I mean,
Cage the Elephant.
Cage the Elephant. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, most people are like, I don't know who any of these bands are.
There was bands on that list I hadn't even heard of.
And I was like, where's the Conquest?
Right.
It's like, how do you pick between Cage the Elephant and Local H? I mean, just geez.
Come on.
Oh, got in a Local H joke.
Yeah. No, Local H don't make the bracket. They only play one of their songs.
All right. Oh man, Mike says you should have to wear your silver outfit on one of these.
I have, I think. Maybe. I'm sure I have.
Aaron being on Newt Gingrich with his whiteboard.
From here to there to here. And that's how Korn.
I thought that was Ross Perot, not Newt Gingrich, but I don't know. We're not going to talk politics. Oh man.
Trying to trick us into talking politics. New
So-
Cambridge.
So either we'll be off next week or Aaron will be on with somebody replacing me. So I don't know. Do you want to take over next week?
It might just be me and the whiteboard. That's all I really need.
Okay, you can just do it with the listeners. Why not?
As long as I got a whiteboard, I can do anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to. I'll be going to Huntsville with my wife to see Tony Harnell and Eric Martin perform. And
That's gonna be cool.
if Aaron goes live, maybe I'll do a check-in from there or something. Maybe I can get one of those guys to come on camera with me or something.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So I'll give it a shot.
We'll just do it live. You can just videotape the whole show for us since none of us can be there.
I'll just stream from the show. Yeah, I'm sure Tony and Eric will really appreciate me doing that.
That'll be the new Friday Night Live. I just send Chris to different shows and I sit at home in comfort and watch them.
Yeah, Kristen goes, "Let's do this," and then says, "Not with me." Yeah,
Should be my co-host. There you go.
and Mike's
Yeah.
calling somebody a racist. I don't
I
know.
get
why.
Metal Mike and Kristen and watch the shit burn.
Stevie Rochelle and Aaron episode.
We've had Stevie Rochelle on the show before.
Yeah, but I think they mean without me. So
Oh, good. that's the Cheeseheads with Attitude albums unleashed.
you go right ahead and do that yourself.
I will.
I don't need to hear stories of Brett Favre for 2 hours. That's fine.
Oh, what? Reggie White, all the good stuff.
Rich White. How about we do Mike, Aaron, and like Whitfield Crane next week?
Oh, it'll be
Do
just
that.
an Ugly Kid Joe love fest.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
guys
that
have
would
to
be
talk about tough.
Whitfield Crane picks his top 5 tough songs.
Mm.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
We just don't tell them what we're gonna do, and then when we get there and be like, "Have you ever met Stevie Rochelle? Got any good Stevie Rochelle stories?"
Oh God, that's too funny.
I should start to
All
add
right.
that to one of my questions I always ask.
Oh,
don't
Chris
know.
is a #1 tough fan. Maybe he can come on with you. You should do an all tough episode.
Yeah, I would love that.
Bushy would watch, so you've got one viewer.
Heck yeah, that'd be awesome.
Nice. All right. Well, Toomey, for the few people that are still watching, give your plugs out. Where can people catch throwback, throwdown, blah blah? You say it. You know it better than me.
It's a weird
Wow.
name.
Throwback Throwdown with Toomey, Thursday nights, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern, Knotfest official Twitch. And then you can always catch the Talk To Me podcast wherever you get your fine podcasts. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice.
There you
Well, thanks
go.
for coming on and slumming it with us again. We appreciate it.
Hey, anytime.
Yes.
I'll slum it with you guys anytime.
Good to
All
see you,
right.
Josh.
Hey, when are we gonna do when are we getting on Rockin' Pod 2022 together?
Yeah,
I'm
you got
working
any
on it.
updates yet?
Got any guests booked?
Fuck you guys.
Just you two, me.
Thank
Nah.
you, Kristen.
I'm meeting with a venue on Monday, actually. So should know a lot more after Monday.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're going back to Hilton. We're looking at another place right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Thinking Bridgestone Arena.
Yeah, if I'm ready to live in a cardboard box, sure, Josh. Why not? Yeah, that'll look really full. All right. So maybe I might have details for Rockin' Pod next week. We'll see. But thanks
That'd be
everybody for checking us out tonight. Thanks, Josh, for coming on, and we'll see you later.
See ya.
See ya.